Hello and welcome to another video for Executive Communication. My name is Dr. Michael Edmondson. This video focuses on how to create a press release. Now this is the first assignment of the second half of the class. You've completed the final report. Now you're going to create a variety of communication formats and deliveries, and the first is a press release. So a press release, also called a press statement, news release, or media release, is an official written statement given to media outlets that documents a specific event, launch, or other happening. I would also add, or research update. So this is very, very important to understand that a press release focuses on one very small, specific component of a larger story. Now, most of the information you'll need for the press release can be found in your final report. After all, you spent a good deal of time putting the final report together. You have a list of resources there. You could use those as well. So there really shouldn't be a need to do any additional research. You should look through your final report, pick apart one specific. Actually, you're going to need 3 press releases, so you'll need 3 different and specific topics to write about. But look at your final report and ask yourself, which 3 specific topics here would I like to issue a press release on? Now, press releases, like any other piece of executive communication, have different components. You've got to find your angle. You write a headline, a subtitle, your body of paragraph, provide quotes, a call to action, and your contact information. So we're going to talk about those now as you create each of your 3 press releases. First, and probably the most important thing here, you've got to find your angle. Think of, shooting at a target. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying just to hit the target itself anywhere? Are you trying to hit the bullseye? What are you trying to do here? Answer the question, why write this specific press release? Now, you don't have to write that down anywhere. But you've got to focus on one single aspect of your larger topic. Remember, you're doing 3 press releases, so you'll need 3 different focus points. So each press release focuses on something very different. But look at your report. You've covered many, many topics in your report, your issues, your trends, your challenges. You've provided quotes, charts, graphs, pictures. Focus on 3 very specific things and figure out your angle. Because once you do that, then you've got to write your headline and you've got to get right to the point. Most people read a headline and decide whether or not they're going to read it or not read the press release. So here are some headlines that work. Women's Running features transgender runner on July body issue cover. Well, that's rather descriptive. I might want to continue reading that. Upitch app to give shares in company to PR firms. Never heard of this app, but the headline is intriguing. 3 tips for success on social media. Your Kurtz digital strategy and newsletter for June. Very direct. Readers know what they're going to get. 3 tips. Facebook doesn't care about your reach, and neither do users. Sounds a bit interesting. Tell me more. And why breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. Contrarian information, always helpful. Notice these headlines are brief and they are not in all capitals. Please do not put your headline in all capitals. That's just annoying. Now you're going to need a subtitle. Let's take a look at this. Women's Running features transgender runner on July body issue cover. Subtitle, Running to Acceptance. Oh, interesting. Upitch app to give shares in company to PR firms. HR views as positive step. Let me read a little bit more about that. Again, don't write your headline in all caps. Center your headline and the subtitle at the top of the page. You're going to have to spend some time on this. I would certainly not rush through creating a title and subtitle. Make sure it does one thing. It grabs the reader's attention and makes them want to read the entire press release. Now, the body of the press release, you're just writing 2 to 3 paragraphs. Each paragraph should be 4 to 6 sentences, not 2 sentences, and not 10 sentences. 4 to 6 sentences. You have to have supporting details. Each sentence really should be very specific and provide a focus on the headline. If you don't provide supporting details on the headline, you basically have a worthless press release. So please be very specific. Name your resources if required. You're probably going to quote a person or an organization. Spell it out, please, so that people understand. Just don't include an acronym, because the people are going to be confused. Help the reader understand the information you're putting in the body of the press release. No first or second person, please. Be very careful. Times New Roman size 10 font. It's very helpful. No more than one page for each press release. I don't need a half a page. I don't need 3 pages. 1 page for each press release. 1 page for each press release. So if they're doing 3 press releases, you should have 3 pages. Not 4 pages, 5 pages, 9 pages, 10 pages, 3 pages. 1 page for each press release. And you've got about 300 to 400 words for each press release. Not 100 words and not 800 words. 300 to 400 words. You should have at least 2 quotes in each press release. And you're doing 3 press releases, so that's a minimum of 6 quotes, and from 6 different people. Please don't keep using the same quote over and over again. Use different quotes for each of your press releases. You need to add a call to action at the end. What do you want the reader to do? Do you want them to read something for more information? Do you want them to visit a website? Do you want them to email someone? What is your call to action? This goes, again, to the point of the press release. What do you want them to do? If you don't know what it is that you want them to do not issue a press release. You've got to think, I'm issuing a press release on this very specific topic, and what would I like the reader to do? Provide content information. Now, this is a class assignment. If you were an official press release author for an organization, you would provide background information on the organization, your name, title, email address, and phone number. Here, you don't have to do that. You would just put at the bottom, for more information, contact your name and email address. That's fine. It's a class assignment. If you do a search for press release templates, you'll see the bottom of most press releases have the information regarding the person in that organization that issues press releases. For media inquiries, you'll see that a lot. So for this, just put your name, your email address, and the date of the release. All press releases should also have dates. So what are you going to submit? 3 pages only. Each press release is on its own page. Please remember that 3 press releases are different on very specific topics included in your final report. You can submit your 3 pages in Word or PDF. Either way is fine. As always, if you have any questions, please get a hold of me. Thank you very much, and good luck on the press release assignment for executive communication.